lifeless, filled only with boredom, propaganda, and control. I've tried to escape, and I've failed this time. But I'll find a way. They call me Mr. Prepper.
There we go. And good morning to the YouTube family. Got the TikTok army fired up. Need to pause that noise right there. And let's see here. Indiana. Good morning, Dino Nana. That's almost hard to say. All right, over there on the YouTube side, the YouTube family, what do we got here? We got Dog and Ball was first. Let's see here. Good morning. Good morning, Cool Colt. We'll be talking about your subject that you suggested. Thank you very much. Actually, difficult to find some neat stuff on that. But, I mean, other than the average, like, burn candles, crap like that. But there's some stuff out there I hadn't even heard of before. Let's see. Scott, good morning from Missouri. Nice. Catitude, Melody, Miss Melody. I mix you two up from time to time. Let's see here, and Connie has reminded us all early this morning that today is Hump Day. What day is it? Hump Day! That's right. There we go. I hear the train union is going back on strike. That is very, very good. Pardon my sarcasm. That's okay, Brent, everybody gets a fair shake here, bro. Everybody does. Rockhouse, good morning. Carrier in Indiana is going to Mexico. I believe it. Let's see here. We got RC. Goo morning. Goo morning to you too, RC. I think it's a great goo morning. Morning. I made it on time today. Missed you all Monday and Friday. Yep, Bradley, is sometimes that just happens. I'm going to pour me some coffee here. Oh, I got the whole pot. It's going to be 2 hours today. Hopefully, I will have enough B12 in me. If not, I will take another Flintstones chewable version of B12 to keep me going, to keep that tongue purple like somebody caught one time. It's kind of funny, actually. Oh, let's see here. It's Miss Melody says, it's okay. I feel like we're both good people. You two are. But it's funny watching you guys talk to each other. It's like melody, 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 melody. It is always interesting. That is for sure. Let's see here. What is going on my chair here? It's like it's got like a spot where it doesn't want to move right. All right, let's see here. Why do you have to take B12? Because it's like instant energy. I don't have to take it, but it's actually good for you. We got Luther, good morning. April's sister, good morning. Georgie Porgy Pug. I'm going to try and say that. That's why I'm having such a problem. I'm going to make the screen. There we go. Now I can see all your text properly. All right, let's see here. So it is now 10:30 a.m. The cast has begun. Looks like we got a good amount of people on both platforms, which is super duper. If you're on the TikTok side and you want to watch what's actually happening on the screen, then I recommend you go to my YouTube site. It's actually up that you click on that, it'll take you to the only one link on my profile, and I think it's like the third link down is my YouTube page. So click that and you'll be good to go. Betty from Massachusetts, good morning to you as well. All right, so let's go ahead and click a button here and see what happens. Hopefully they're working today. Oh my God, something's happening. Boom. All right, so as usual, we start with the, these are the futures. They were in the red and then they turned to green. If you don't know what that's the prediction of what the market will do when it opens the next day. And right now we're opening in the green. Unfortunately, thank you, Connie. I appreciate that. We did open in the green, but as you can see, the New York Stock Exchange Composite is in the red. My name and picture keeps the creepers away. I gotcha. But if you guys don't know, my major prep is for the economy crashing. Do I want it to happen? No. Do I hope it happens? No. Will it happen? Yes, eventually it will. Unfortunately, crashes are normally super duper duper small, and then one day somebody wakes up and says, oh my God, then it craps, you know. Let's see here. Ooh. Sorry about that. Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. Wow. All right, I must have caught the coof again. All right, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and get off of that. Markets, like I said, they opened. Oh, thank you very much, Connie. And thank you, Crazy Country Piece. Crazy Country Piece. I know what that means. Eccentric Nana. I love it. Good morning to you. Let's see. We're going to move off of that, and let's see. I need to switch screens back to just me for a second, because I've had this tendency where I'm showing things that you guys aren't supposed to be seeing. And see there, I didn't even set this up right. Today is not an open forum. Today we have specific things we're talking about. So I had to fix that one right there. All right, so going back to the main screen. There we go. All right, so let's see here. I wanted to talk to you guys about... it's just going to sound weird, so just bear with me. I want to talk to you guys about the Patreon, okay? And the reason is because I often joke about... it's only $3 a month, and these are the guys that make this all possible. Without the Patreon, I can't afford in my budget to continue to do the things that I'm doing to keep the Patreon, to keep the YouTube, to keep the TikTok. It's not just pushing little computer screens, guys. There's a lot more to this level of production, okay? And I wanted to thank my Patreons. Now, here's why I wanted to talk to you guys about this. It's actually pretty simple. The Patreon is an awesome group of people who are what I call the inner circle of preparedness. These people, they join up and they just don't get all this information from me. They just don't get access to a giant library or access to me in general. What happens is they become part of a very small, very close-knit micro community who learns about each other. They become friends. Hey, good morning, Allison. Good to see you. Good to see you, Bob. Where are we at here? Bradley. Good morning, Bradley. And I'm telling you this because if you're on the TikTok side, you can't see it, okay? What's a Patreon? You know what it is. Come on, Doomsday. Good morning, Jeff. Good to see you, man. But I'm telling you this because I want more people in my Patreon, and I want more people in that community so that we can grow that community and continue to do bigger and better things. I want to get past this only one gift back to the Patreons every quarter. I'd like to do it every month, but I have to get a certain number. Now, why am I telling you this? It's simple. We have somebody who is a former Patreon that is having some very, very bad life troubles right now. They're having some very, very bad life troubles right now. And I think that this person needs to be surrounded by those particular people. So I'll be talking to my Patreons. Hey, what's up, Rick? Good to see you. I will be talking to my Patreons later on today, and we're going to make sure that this person is taken care of. Now, no names, no places, no nothing like that, because like I said, the people that are in the Patreon, it's a very close-knit community. We know lots and lots about each other. We understand each other. We are more than just like-minded individuals. We're friends, and we have to take care of each other. And I think that the more friends that we have that are like that, the better it's going to be, antibiotics and alcohol. Well, Auto Doc, you probably have more than you think you do. All right, so on the screen, you're actually seeing, we're going to this is the less than the price of a Starbucks coffee, which is true. A small Starbucks iced coffee this big is $3.62. So let that sink in. Anyway, I thought it was ironic because I found this article this morning. It's called Friends Are Dumping on Dunkin' After Rewards Change. This is how fickle the world is. This is how we piss our money away on some things that are absolutely ridiculous. Here, let me show you my Dunkin'. There's my Dunkin', guys. There's my Dunkin'. Let me tell you, Starbucks is trying to build a Starbucks in my town. And they've bought the property. There are bricks and construction materials all over the property. And it's been that way for about 9 months. And we've come to find out that the reason it's like that is because no one really wants them here. I live in what I would say a reasonably red, I would say like 95% red county, which I absolutely love. No one wants them here. So it's literally just sitting there. So hopefully it doesn't ever get built. We probably need a Taco Bell more than we need a Starbucks anyway. Let's see. Show it live. Grande. Yeah, apparently Dunkin' Donuts. If you guys didn't know this is life-changing, earth-shattering news. Dunkin' Donuts has now changed its rewards. It used to be, let's see, Dunkin' devotees say the old program. Let me make this bigger for you guys to read if you want to. There we go. Dunkin' devotees say the old problem was simple. Spend $40 and earn enough points for a free drink of your choice. So you got to give them $40 frickin' dollars just to get one free drink. That's insane. Hey, good morning, Spring Mary. Let's see here. No Starbucks. Where we got here? Well, absolutely. It's the best $3 I've ever spent. Thank you very much. Connie says we stick together. Yes, we do. Let's see here. Dog and Ball. They're building one in our town near us also. Let's see. I like Tim Hortons myself. Well, I hope so, Rick, because that tells me where you're from. Ha ha. I don't think we have any Tim. Tim, do we have any Tim Hortons here in the United States? So generous of them. Gotcha. Opinion on gold and silver. Buy some and wait for everything to fall apart and then rebuild. And then when they go to rebuild, you will have money to do it with. Listen, my Starbucks starts at home less than 69 cents a cup. Exactly. Unless you do the K-cup crap. I'm not into that. But anyway, so now the only free drinks, $40 of spending at Dunkin' stores gets members is a tea. Oh. Free coffee starts after $50 is spent, but that doesn't include cold brew, which is earned after $70 in spent. And some lattes require $90 in spending before earning a free one. There's absolutely no reason. If you bought a Dunkin' Donuts coffee in the last week, There's no reason why you're not in the Patreon. None whatsoever. Hey, Richard, good to see you, man. We used to have Tim Hortons in New England. I gotcha. I'm not Canadian. Yeah, I'd never seen a Tim Hortons up in the New England area, but that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see. We have a 398 tanker says we have a place called Scooters. It's way better than Starbucks. I gotcha. A 389 tanker. We're going to talk about something today that I think you're going to be very interested in. If you do leave, please let me know before you go. Let's see. All right, so what do we got next? I just thought you guys would think that was interesting after I did my shameless promotion of the Patreon. And if you guys listen to me regularly, and I've told you 1,000 times, I'll tell you, do not join the Patreon now because I don't want to charge you for only half a month kind of crap. Well, they've changed that, so now you can join, and then you'll just be billed on the day that you joined every money. Hey, Covey, good to see you on the old TikToks. Good to go, bro. Covey's one of our Patreons. Let's see. I'm in the Patreon, and I don't drink coffee at all, so I only get a Lotus drink on Sundays. I got you. Well, it sounds to me like you're spending your money wisely. All right, let's see here. We're going to move off of Dunkin' Donuts real quick. And who remembers Yum Yum Donuts and coffee? Yum Yum Donuts. No, I don't. You know what? I'm thinking there's a Yum Yum ice cream shop. It might be donuts and ice cream that's here on the Eastern Shore. I think it's over on, what do they call it? Place Chincoteague, I think. Let's see. So the world, you know how people that follow what happens to us here in the United States, economically, financially, they follow what's happening in Europe a lot because sooner or later it makes its way over here. It's almost like a way of telling the future of what's going to happen because when it happens there, it generally happens here. It normally takes anywhere from 15 to 30 days, depending on what the situation is. But Europe is taking a pretty big bite out of a shit sandwich right now, if you guys didn't know it. Let's see here. Miss Melody says, I'm a cup of coffee and half a tea bomb, and I'm still struggling this morning. You need some B12, girl. Go to Walmart, get yourself some of the chewable B12. It comes in cherry and strawberry. I love it, and it'll pep you up just like that. We still have Yum Yum Donuts in Michigan. Gotcha. Good. We have a Daylight Donuts in my town. How the hell did we go from doom and gloom to donuts? That's kind of interesting. Trying to stay on point, but you guys are distracting me with donuts. We have a donut shop here in town that it's renowned. We'll say that. They make these bear claws that are this big, no joke. They're like this. Father-in-law has been saying Europe is in trouble this winter due to sanctions. Yeah, our sanctions that we put on Russia have kind of blown up in our faces. So Europe normally equals the European Union, okay? And the reason is because that's what they've decided to do. They've come together. They've made all these rules and regulations that shoot themselves in the foot. And the major input into the European Union is Germany. So if Germany were to fall financially, the European Union would likely crumble. Okay, if you remember back with the when we started having real problems with the banks in Europe, and it didn't start, but it metastasized there in Greece, where they were having problems with their pension systems, and they're running out of money, and then European Union's like, no, you're going to pay it. You said you would. And next thing you know, they're closing banks, and then there's ATMs don't have money, then there's runs on the bank, and then COVID hit, and everybody forgot about it. So the reason they were able to survive that was because government Germany and France propped them up. All right. So Germany is a major share, a stakeholder in the European Union. They know they control it. It's almost like the United States to the UN. We pay a lot of money for them to stay around here. We pay a lot of money to them, period. And if we were to disappear, likely they would disappear. But anyway, so Germany's having some pretty serious problems to the point where they are literally telling the Fed, telling the United States that you guys got to stop this or we're going to have a hell of a time. And it's gotten more than just the finances. It's leaching into natural gas production. It is insanely crazy over there right now. I would think that the hammer would drop there, as in like SHTF or just all out rioting. Someone just did something here. Jeff, I won't say your last name. Jeff just became a Patreon. Thank you very much, Jeff. I will get you into all of your services as soon as we come off the air here in 2 hours. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we will get you where you need to be. Let's see here. What are we talking? What do you think winter will bring this year? Pooh Bear. See there? Covey's already welcoming Jeff. Jeff, you're the man. Covey, you're the man. Do you like Panera Bread Bear Claws? I've never had one, but I'm not a fan of Panera Bread. I think that they're oversized soup. Now that I know how to make my own sprouts, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to Panera Bread ever. I think I'm going to go to Walmart and buy the dollar. I think they're still $1. They make bread every day there, guys. If you didn't know that, you can get a loaf of bread at Walmart for a frickin' $1 that's a day old tops that they made there, I think I'm going to go get that, throw that in the oven, some garlic and some butter and some sprouts and some turkey. I mean, I'm going to make me a kick-ass sandwich, Well, it is because Panera has always been overpriced because they cater to the yuppies, I need to eat something healthy. And then you look at them and their skin is like pale white and looks about to fall off their bones. But other people like it. And I'm not saying the food's bad. I'm saying that it caters to a specific palate, which is not mine. Let me know when you start having chili withdrawals. I sell it by the pound. So Doomsday is making comments about chili because he had chili. We really should have done something with our chili. We really should have done something because I had my homemade chili there that I canned, and he had his homemade chili there that he canned too. And we really should have done something. We should have had like a taste test. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I thought, okay, so I thought of a really cool idea, okay? So just tell me if you guys think this is cool or not cool. Yes or no in the comments, all right? So me and Doomsday, we have a chili contest to see who has the best chili, okay? And so it's going to be like a blind taste test. It's like you get a spoon of this, you get a spoon of that, and then you got to vote. Or you just say that one, you know what I'm saying? And in reality, what me and Doomsday do is just go get like 4 or 5 cans of like some off the shelf chili, and put them both in the same things that you eat out of, and see who wins. What are you guys thinking? What's Red 4 over? Good. Send me some. I'll pay for some homemade chili. I need some info on that mushroom coffee. I don't know anything about that. Hey, Pineapple, there you are, girl. Good to see you. I'm very, very glad to see you. I did reply to your email. We are communicating. You stay pumped. You stay motivated, girl. Let's see here. Hormel chili. Yeah, exactly, dude. Just see, like, if anybody's like, oh, I like that one over that one, like 1 over 2, and see which ones wins. And then at the very end, we just like raise 2 cans of Hormel chili and say there was no difference. I mean, I don't know if anybody would be like pissed off, or what, But I thought it would be funny because I have a twisted sense of humor from time to time. Perfect. Good to see it. Good to see it. Let's see. Just got 15 more turkeys. I'll be harvesting one for Thanksgiving. Aha. Window liquor. I may need to go down to the property in North Carolina prior to Thanksgiving because I tell you what, man, that place is like a turkey smorgasbord on that property. They think that's like a safe zone for them. I have never put a feeder out, nothing, but they love my yard. Hormel chili hot is hot. Excuse me. We got some good morning stuff go on. $499 entrance free. Prize is a surprise. Bradley says, y'all kill me with that food talk. I have another hour before lunch. Let's see here. Just got 15. Okay, we talked about that. All right, so back to the Europe thing, guys, because it's kind of serious. So the headline says, here comes the open revolt. A reeling Europe lashes out at the Fed for bringing us to a world recession. All right, so if you guys haven't figured out, we're stuck in the Chinese finger trap, and here's why. So if the Fed goes wild, in order to destroy inflation, the Fed must raise interest rates dramatically, which will, in capital letters, will cause a recession. Okay? It will hurt the United States. Bang. Punch to the throat, punch to the nuts, kick down the road, bad. If the Fed doesn't raise interest rates, it will make things easier for Europe, but it will keep us in this slow, oh, this is so painful, kind of torture mode financially, until it kind of runs off the balance sheet. Now, unfortunately, that rarely happens. It just keeps going until somebody does something about it. So the real question is why would they keep us in a state of constant turmoil and peril and wondering if our paycheck is going to get us down the road to work? Why would they do that? And that's a question I don't have the answer for, Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Eccentric. Way to go. 10,000 likes. I love you. My TikTok army, they love me. My YouTube family, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't hit it yet or not. It's a different place. I don't scream and yell at the YouTube guys because they can only bloop. Okay, I did my part. But thank you, Eccentric. I appreciate that. But we're soft people. We can't deal with slow. We need immediate gratification. California, that's what I'm saying. So the Fed is caught between a rock and a hard place because if they do one thing, they mess with everybody. If they do another thing, they mess with everybody. But here's the thing. They caused this problem. And it's either they're just complete morons, let's make everybody happy, or it was all planned. It was all part of a way to bring the CBDCs into effect. Hey, what's up, Bubba Jones? Good morning. Hey, Heather. Good morning. It's fresh turkey, especially, our shortage and prices are increasing. Window liquor, you're absolutely right. That is true. Turkey meat is going up. I saw something that said if we kept up with the trickle-down economics, the minimum would be 20. The min would be 21 or something. What the min? What the minimum? What fungus? Fungus among us. There's a fungus among us, guys. The minimum would be what? Let's see. We need people to take our country back before there's nothing left. I'm sick of the robbery. Absolutely, it's gonna happen. The minimum wage. I got you. You see that's not a solution. That's honestly, fungus. That's not even an option. Okay. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you a quick story, guys. And it's actually kind of relevant because we've got California in here. Okay. So California's gas prices are over $6 a gallon. They're going up every day. Okay. just like everybody else's. I actually have the gas prices pulled up right now. AAA gas prices as of today. The current national, that's Virginia. Okay, the national average is $3.92. In Virginia, it's $3.55. Let's see. Yesterday, it was $3.53. And a week ago, it was $3.33. And a month ago, it was $3.47. And I'm not doing the whole year thing because that's just ridiculous. But the gas prices in California are through the roof. Now, here's why. Because of California's ridiculous laws that make no sense whatsoever, do not save the environment in any way, shape, or form, or protect anybody, there's literally no reason why. They have to have a very special blend of gasoline that is made specifically for the state of California. That's not a joke. That is absolute 100% fact. And that's why their gas prices are so freaking high. Now, if the minimum wage is $15, then you literally just spent half of your hour of work, okay, paying for a gallon of gas. Let that sink in. Raising the minimum wage is never a positive thing. It's never a positive thing. Lowering the cost of living takes that weight away. How do we lower the cost of living? Well, we lower taxes. We increase supply versus demand, and we let the market decide where those things are going to happen, and then we have some government oversight to make sure that the market doesn't go crazy. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how it worked during the Reagan years. That's how it worked during the Clinton years. Okay? So every time we play this game where we need a living wage. No, you need to get these frickin' people out of office that keep raising your damn taxes. You need to get rid of frickin' Newsom, who's running his suck every day, you know, we're doing this and we're doing that and it's super cool. And you know what? It's not. You're doing everything the exact opposite of the way basic economics 101 works. And you're doing it all in the name. They're using these tree huggers, okay, and the massively super progressive fringe people. They're using them to try and make other people happy, to make their base happy, to increase their base size and making it more and more and more and more green. But they don't realize that they're choking themselves to death. So it's absolutely insane, you know. Let's see. I'm a truck driver. Last time I was in California, the cost was over $1,800 for 200 gallons. Third truck driver. It's time to talk about something, guys. So now I have 3 people in here that I know are truck drivers. I know specifically one that is that hauls oil. Where are my truck drivers? So as it's been told to me, truck drivers have been told to not come and pick up their oil because supplies are mysteriously low. Better hope you're still a pureblood. I don't really like that term, Toby. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And I'm alive, well, and healthy, and yeah. So, let's see here. Yes, it's winter blend and summer blend. So glad I moved out of there. There you go. Ours went up 30 cents in a week and a half. Organized Pineapple is listening. Good to go, girl. We, the people, need to take... We talked about that. Fresh turkey. I drive a pickup truck. All right, so they're either typing away or we got no comment. But I know personally, after speaking to one of these people, that they were basically told, don't come pick up oil today because we don't have any for you to drive. Very interesting. Very interesting, guys. Let's see here. Where are we at here? We're only 32 minutes into this, and we need to do some stuff. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're 30 minutes into this, and so I've got some old Johnny Bravo queued up. I've already edited it down so you don't have to listen to his stock market tic-tac talk. And I'm going to go ahead and push this button and stand up and stretch for a minute. Let's see if this works.
Every single day, Americans are being wiped out. And I know you're like, no, Bravo, it's fine. It's warm, but at the end of the day, it's okay. And I've been warning you that the system that we are currently living in, the monetary system, cannot be fixed, and it is going to wipe out everyone except for the 1%. And I'm going to show you the charts, how it's going to do that. Because the 1%, they don't care. The 1%, the people that already have the boats, they're like, just burn this thing down. It's okay, because we're all going to buy back all of these assets at very low prices. And I feel like this is my job. I just come here, I sing the tune, I tell you guys, make sure that you have your life vests, you have everything all prepared, you have your boat, because the Titanic is going down and you're currently on it. And I don't care what captain is sailing this ship, you're like, we need a new captain, he'll fix it. It doesn't matter. And I don't know if you remember 6 months ago, recency bias, when you're like, markets can only go up. That's all they ever do. Go up, up, up. And now you're going to take that same tune and you're going to switch it to the other side. When is it going to stop? The markets only go down. This is so easy, shorting the market. It's forever and ever. Even the IMF is coming out and saying, this year is bad. You want to know about next year? Don't hold your breath. That one's going to be worse. Bravo, but did you see the stock market went up today? So you're not right. The market's going to go higher. And I say, no, it's not. And if you take a look at the V, the VIX is going, we're about, as Biden would say, we're 1 inch away from a liquidity crisis, and all hell breaks loose, which I will show you unless I see a squirrel, then I will forget all about it. And I have a few other things I'd like to show you. Life is getting more expensive by the day amid inflation, 32%. And Americans are struggling to pay their what? Pay their everything, their bills, you name it. And here's another one, a little caveat I have for you. You know how we have all these droughts, and with droughts, there's no food. Then you have a thing called supply and demand. What's going to happen to food prices when there is no food? Let me help you with that one, Jerome. You're going to keep hiking rates on the short end, won't you? When they knock out pipelines and gas prices soar, there are so many things that, because everyone's like, oh, it's inflation, Fed go burr. Not necessarily, but I digress. The number that I want to focus on is that one right there, 32%. It used to be 1 out of 4. Now we got 1 out of 3 of you. I can't pay my bills. And guess what the solution is going to be for that? It's the same solution that they have every single time. They have to give the people money just to survive. See, we're coming to an end of this debt system that they created, that money is debt or debt is money. Oh, also, there's a bill. Hey, pegging the dollar back to gold. Yeah, that bill will go over real well, which I'll get to in just a second. Sorry, I'm over on this side. All the action always happens over there. So I got to move my mic over here. And sorry about the big black thing in my mouth. If you go all the way, this is University of Michigan consumer sentiment, and I said the word right. I always have to put a little. I can't make it because my biceps are too big. You guys, how do you feel about the economy? How do you feel about everything that's going on? Not good. Look at the chart. We're at all time lows. It's horrible. Politicians will tell you everything's great. Now, finally, I guess maybe the IMF's like, okay, you know what? Stuff's happening. Here's your personal savings rate. And again, the rich, the 1%, let me just show you this. The 1% don't care that you think everything's bad because they have so much money, it doesn't matter. They want to crash this even more so they can buy more stuff because they're a bunch of psychopaths. Well, unless you're a 1% and you're not a psychopath, then, try to pat yourself on the back unless you have big biceps. Looking at personal savings rate, it's gone. Your money, you have nothing left in your bank account. Well, that is unless you're the 1%. Then damn, you have a lot of money. Actually, it almost looks like as if you guys make more money In depressionary times, look at this. We go into the gray bars of the recession. They make more money. Oh, they make more money. They make more money. Right? The rich, this is how the game is rigged. The 1% get it all. You have stories like this, the rising costs of living causing more consumers to fall behind on their monthly bills. Oh, that's so sad. Well, why don't you just give everything back at pennies on the dollar? And now I want to show you some charts when it comes to our debt-based system and how it's the law of diminishing return. It works great in the beginning. And then over time, right, just like the frog in the water, you're like, it's getting kind of hot in here. Right, it works. And that's why they have it all fixed in the future. But first, they just got to basically wipe everyone out. And then you're going to say, it's so hot, we can't live. We have a solution. And then the people will say, yay, I really want that digital dollar. Thank you very much. This is China. They've been doing it. India, velocity of money, not moving. It's the lowest since 1946. I can take you into some other Fred charts, same thing. It's not moving. Here we go, diminishing returns from U.S. debt. Do you see that going up or down? That would be down. Once you cross, I'll show you. And I want to say it's about 80% of debt to GDP. Right now we're at 120. In 2000, if you look at 2056, okay, that wasn't good. 80 was good. 2000, not good. Now, impossible. The wheels on the bus go round and round. No, they fell off. You're just pulling the bus. We're all just like, oh my gosh. And now every year in this bond market that they create bonds is just going to get bigger and bigger because they got to give you money. So they create bonds and then they're like, hey guys, you want some money? The only thing that they don't tell you is when you create a bond, you have to pay it back with interest. And right now, that interest isn't looking too good. You know this in the housing market when you're paying 7%. But that's okay. We want to just collapse everything so we can buy all those little homes back at the price that we want, or gold, or silver, or crypto, or land, or whatever. But just in case you wanted to know how much you owe, it's about $250,000 on top of what you already owe. And you have a deficit, right? Meaning like what we take in taxes, it's not covering it. So we're upside down over $1 trillion. That is every 12 months. Now, going back to our diminishing return, nothing. Again, unless you're 1%. Then you just want to burn it all down and buy it all. That's it. Because once you make it to a certain amount of money, you're just like, okay, let's do this. And that's why I jump up and down every single day and I say, do whatever you can do. And then I get pushback. How are we supposed to start a business when it's so bad? How are we supposed to turn this heat off? I can't reach with my arms. Well, I'm sorry, Brad. I didn't create the system. I didn't create where, hey, let's use money, which is debt, and let's make debt money. That's a great idea, Maynard. And here is your currently, which is actually higher than this, U.S. private and public debt as percentage of GDP. Through the roof, they're trolling us at 420. And you're also going to hear a lot of pundits, news, whatever, presidents, politicians saying, you know what? No, it's actually the people are doing really good. Look at these charts. Look at all the money that they have. Well, I mean, don't look at that. Don't look at that one, but we'll just kind of pick and choose whatever we want. If everything was going so well, why would everyone, Americans, continue to pay inflation with credit cards? Thank you, Peter Schiff. If everything was so great, why did it increase 8.3% in August? In August, revolving credit increased by a staggering 18%. Total consumer debt surged to a record almost $5 trillion, according to the latest consumer credit data from the Federal Reserve. Oh, and since we're talking gold and Peter Schiff, and just to let you know, Peter just doesn't do gold, just to let you know. He does other things. Poor guy. It's like he's like the gold guy. U.S. Congressman, one guy, introduces gold standard bill as inflation spirals out of control. Well, I will tell you, Alex, let me zoom in on Alex. Hey, Alex, I could pretty much guarantee you that 5-page bill that you just created, okay, That's probably going to head over to Biden's desk, and he's going to take it right after he does a dookie, and he's going to wipe himself with it. But I do like your smile, so you, Alex, can come to my island where we have real money. Because people like this from the IMF have a different agenda. And I don't know if you caught this. They actually sounded pretty doom and gloom to me. IMF lowers global growth forecast. Oh, really? With risks, quote, unusually large to the downside. So if the IMF is telling you that they're using words like unusually large to the downside, I would be very careful in the stock market and anything that is a risk asset. When that goes, it won't just be Kathy Woods writing Jerome like, this needs to stop. It's going to be the entire world. And they're going to say, we need a new monetary system. This isn't working. We need liquidity. You're not giving it to us. It's done. Let's just do a reset. Oh, hey. Oh, we have a solution here. Here comes the open revolt. Oh, wait, it's already here. A reeling Europe lashes out at the Fed for bringing us to a world recession. So the fire is just beginning to kindle, right? As we're in the water with our friendly frog. The rest of the world is having to intervene while everything goes down and the heat keeps getting turned up. Bank of England intervenes again in the bond market. Didn't you see this one coming? Yeah, because you saw it coming before, because that's what they have to do every single time. Top 1% and everyone that owns this entire system knows. Keep the heat going. Get everyone out. And that includes you too, retail. Out. This is our market, not yours. Don't try to turn your 100,000 into 1 million. We got this. Rich millennials have lost confidence in the stock market. A new survey by the bank finds that young and wealthy prefer assets like cryptocurrency, but it is a risk asset, and it is an asset that the government hates. And it is not green. And when they introduce their own money, they're going to say, ooh, that's illegal. And then they will do everything that they can to manipulate it. And they will, just like they did with gold. They're like, I know you created this bill and you really want gold and you want to bring us back to these boom bust cycles, but damn, we make so much money in them. So, and I will see you tomorrow because I work every single day of my life, even though I don't have to.
That's how it goes. CCCC strength. So now what? Well, I mean, all you can do. See, that's what this all comes down to. It's like, so why are you prepared? What are you preparing for? What's a prepper? Well, all you can do is continue to prepare, to learn to live that lifestyle, to continue to live that lifestyle, because it's actually stronger than the one that we've turned lazy into, where we can drive somewhere and get somebody to make us food that's really not good for us, and sometimes not even any good. Where it's not a simpler life, but it's also a sustainable life. So that's what we do. That's what we keep doing every day. And don't get me wrong, I love me some McDonald's. I love me a Big Mac. I love me a Whopper better. I like Whoppers better than Big Macs, and I grew up on Big Macs. I love me some Taco Bell, but I also love going to a local restaurant and spending my money there and keeping that business open. And then that's like a once a week type of things, tops. We have to move away from this instant standing in a line for something that's not even good for you. Window Liquor says he's got two things in here that kind of caught me. Hey Jim, I see you. I just didn't want to say anything because we were transmitting. Let's see. He says, I'm tired of the sky falling. Will it just fall already? And everybody is, but that's where you have to step back, take a deep breath, look at what you've built, and then continue to maintain it. That's what you do. That's what you do. Dog and Ball says, I'm home making chili right now. Let's see. And Jim says, problem, reaction, solution. Yeah, it's very typical of these people. Crypto is worth nothing like the dollar. It's promissory and not backed by anything. Yeah, Very true. Very true. It is a gamble. You're basically going to the casino when you put your money in crypto. All right. So if gold isn't good or money, then what? Well, gold will always be good. Gold will always have value, right up until the government says you're not allowed to have gold anymore, and turn it all in, and we're going to give you something else for that gold. It'll be CBDCs. Invest your money now in tangible things that you can barter with, because when CBDCs come online, we will be forced to use them. There's no way around it. They'll be like, oh, you want to pay your electric bill? It's either that or you're going to go back to, and we talked about this on Monday. You'll have to get them to mail you a bill, and then you'll take the stub and write the check and put the stamps on it and mail it back to them, and then at some point they'll turn it into, well, there's a check processing fee or some crap like that will make it not beneficial to do those things. So it is coming. There's really no way around it. The noose is around our neck right now. It's just a matter of them starting to tighten it. And so we just have to be ready for that to operate in their environment. I don't think, unless something happens in our Congress to stop this crap, I can pretty much say the end is near for the U.S. dollar being a piece of paper. And obviously they'll go after the gold as well, or precious metals, just so that nobody can have a fluctuating market and mess with what the things that they're trying to do. What happened to the wheat shortage? Have you not looked at your and I'm not being facetious here, Jesse. Have you not looked at your stores? Have you not seen how small the wheat area is? The wheat. I hate saying it that way. The flour areas, the shopping or the baking areas. I think the only thing that survived the great wheat crisis is our cookies, and I think that those are cookies that have been sitting in containers on ships for a year. Let's see here. Building my bunker now. Yes. Let's see here. So I'm going to go back. There were a lot of awesome questions while that was playing, and I want to go over some of those, because some people said some stuff that's pretty cool, pretty very engaging, and I want to talk about it. Let's see here. And unfortunately there's so many, I have to, let's see here. Where are we at here? Would you take all of your money out of the market? No, I would not take my money out of all the market. I would simply reinvest, move the money around. That's the nice thing about the market. You can move it around. Unless you put it in like 401k shit. But even then, you could change that stuff. I would move it to the majority of it to, obviously you want to stay diversified, but I would move it to things that are less into assets that are less volatile. California says we need to stop consuming so much. Absolutely. Listen, we need to invest in tangible items that we can reuse over and over and over and over and over. Let me give you a perfect example. It sounds stupid, but the perfect example of this is the cast iron pan. It's been around forever. Why? Because it lasts forever. If you buy one cast iron pan and season it, you'll probably be able to hand it down to your children and your grandchildren and your grandchildren. And in 40 years, somebody will be going, yep, that was Pop-Pop's pan. He loved cooking eggs in that pan. They last forever. So you need to be buying things that will last a lifetime, okay? That's all I'll say on that, man. Let's see. The big corporations out of business by locally. Yeah, I'm an advocate of that myself. That's what I was saying. I like to spend money in town. I like to make sure that the businesses. If you guys weren't paying attention during, but mostly after the whole stick in your arm, you're gonna die, but 99.99999% of you won't. situation, businesses took it in the shorts, closing down temporarily. The ones that closed down temporarily, saved themselves, but the ones that tried to fight it out didn't do so hot, and they had to change the way they were doing things. I was watching the news this morning. They had a guy on there, and he was a open 7 days a week restaurant, all 3 meals, and he had to, because of the current economy, he's had to go to only 3 days a week. And he's now catering for a school. He'll cater for small parties, stuff like that. But we have to adapt. If we don't adapt, their system will destroy us. Okay? It's not about bending to anybody's will. It's about adapting to the situation. You have to be flexible. If you are not, you will get crushed like a bug. I have my grandma's cast iron pan, smooth as silk. Good to go, Allison. I love it. I only cook on cast iron. Well, I like cooking on the modern stuff because I have a tendency. I cook on high heat all the time. And if I tried that with a cast iron pan, I would just burn everything. Let's see. Window Looker says, so if they do EMP us, which I don't think they will, if it does happen, it will only be short term because they want us on CBDC and devices would need power for it. Dude, no. That is a incorrect philosophy. I'll crush that. Well, I want to. Sorry, the inner jarhead came out, and I will change that to something more factual. Here's why: if they were to use an EMP over U.S. soil, nothing digital would work for forever. I mean, how many? I'm gonna look this up real quick. You guys don't see my screen, but I'm gonna look it up anyway. How many cell phones are in the world? Question mark. Let's see. The total number of people that own smart and feature phone is 7.26 billion. Making up 91% of the world's population. They even say to check out the future breakdown and sources bank may sell used below. So, and it's increased. So I got 5 rows below me on the old Google to show me how crazy it got. Let's see here. Where are we at? We're in 2022. The number of smartphones is 6.64 billion. In the year, it's going to go to 6.92, 2024, 7.13, 2025, 7.33. So here's the thing. And then let's see. That's just the smartphones. There's higher numbers for regular phones. So because it's going to knock down all of the infrastructure, okay? It's like if you put a cell phone inside of, and you manage it, I would hope that you would, and you put it inside your Faraday cage, that's going to be nice. Okay, if you have an app on it that doesn't need to use a cell tower. Okay, so an EMP would smash a cell tower. It'd be gone. It'd be done. It'd just be like, wow, look at that. We used to use those to talk to people. That's what that would be like. So, but that's not a way to bring in CBDs. You need a crisis. You need a global crisis. All the banks have to be aligned. Which, let's see. If debt options, Kansas, Texas, go text Just Babe. We talked about that. What do we got here? Hack some call centers. I'm listening as I drive. So now what? I'm trying to scroll through all these. I just have to scroll through the bottom. How much of that is in the U.S.? It doesn't say, bro. It doesn't say. I mean, there might be some numbers here. Let me scroll down. It's their world numbers. Growth of smartphones. All right. Well, I guess I could answer that. How many cell phones are in the USA? Okay. Let's see here. How many cell phones are there in the U.S.? There are nearly 300 million cell phones in the U.S., is what it says. I don't think it has an exact number. Vast majority of Americans, 97%, now own a cell phone of some kind. Let's see. The share of Americans that own a smartphone is now 85%. Statistical data suppliers estimate the U.S. has 280.54 million smartphones users in 2020 and is ranked fourth highest in the country. There we go. Yes, there we go. China has the most. India's right behind them. So yeah. How the interest rate is going to hurt. Well, we talked about this. Let's see. We talked about this earlier. So if they raise the interest rates too high, it will. There will be no denying a recession, which could put the country in a depression. It will hurt us badly. That's why it's like they keep raising this by 75 basis points, which is like 0.2, 0.3 or something like that, depending on the market size. But what they're talking about is going all the way up to like 4% and just being done with it, raising it by 4%. And then that will basically cause everybody to stop buying everything. And then the prices of everything will go down, you see what I'm saying, because they can't sell it. And now it will increase your buying power. Now, if they don't adjust or they just keep making these little bitty adjustments, what will happen is that we'll be in an extended amount of torture for an extended period of time. Let's see. If they EMP us, then it will be almost impossible for them. Yes, exactly. It will be impossible for them to roll out CBDC. What is a non-volatile asset? Something that is traded or a company that is successful. It could be an asset. It could literally be anything like, believe it, the orange market, orange juice, wool, the cattle industry, which is not super great right now. But that just means that it's going to go up. Things like that. Annuity. I don't know what an annuity is. I am not an economist. And disclaimer, if you take any of my advice, shame on you. Financial advice, that is. All I know is I only keep enough money in my bank to pay my bills electronically. Everything comes out in cash every single paycheck, which is once a month. Super. Thank you, U.S. government. You got all of my life, and I get a little bitty pension. All right, let's see here. A life insurance. Gotcha. Do you guys not have the crazy hotness scale in Australia? I gotcha. Let's see here. We're talking about some cast iron pans being 40 years old. Know that all electronics should be destroyed. It's science, bro. It's science. All right, so we are 1 hour into this 2-hour episode. I've got other things. One of the other problems is we're talking about, believe it or not, the Bank of England had to step in again today to save the pension plans. But here's the thing. The governor, or they call them the Board of Governors, but the governor of the Bank of England came right out and said, guys, we're going to save your plan, but you need to do something. And you have 3 days. So in 3 days, the Bank of England is going to discontinue supporting or backing the pension plans that are within that bank, which is all of the government pensions. And you'll have nothing in like it. That's going to be a serious problem. It's going to be a serious problem for Europe. Also, what do we got here? And I probably should have that on the screen for you guys. They're actually calling it the Leroy Jenkins moment because he literally said you have 3 days. YouTube, Bubba. We'll talk to you later, bro. What's your thoughts on Tulsi Gabbard? I think that she's a loose cannon. If you remember, she ran for president as a Democrat, and she She could have stuck it out, and she didn't. I think Tulsi needs to get her head out of her ass and just say, I'm an independent. It's that easy. But she has political aspirations. I think that she should just be an independent, and I think she should continue to be a contributor to other stations. She shows up on stations. They pay her to talk. I think that she should write more books. I think that she should do other things. But I think that her political life is basically over, even though she has become a Republican. Or she says she's doing that. There may be, she may change her mind tomorrow. Who knows? They may get to her family. I mean, they've written her off anyway, but the second anybody who has a platform wants to leave, they're like, go ahead and leave. We'll destroy you. So there's no telling what's going to happen with her. Oh, what's wrong with the sound? Jeff. Well, my YouTube is good. My TikTok. Sound? Jeff? Are you guys there? TikTok, type something. I see where people are joining, but Jeff is saying that the sound is bad, and unfortunately, this is normally someone else's phone problem, not my phone problem. Mine is maxed out. Okay, good. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Jeff, check your volume, Jeff. Push some buttons. Let's see. All right, so it's actually pretty serious because you literally have the Board of Governors for the Bank of England going, guys, you got 3 days. So he's literally telling the people that have money in this bank that is part of their pension plans to start using the money in your pension plan or you're going to lose it. Okay? And which is kind of ironic because there was actually a comment earlier, and I did look at it while we were watching that video, where China is telling the people that have money in their banks to spend your money because you're going to use, it's another use it or lose it scenario. Spend your money, or after a certain period of time, it's going to go away. China is getting ready to introduce their CBDCs, and I don't know what that means for them. It's kind of conflicting because if you want me to, it's like our general idea is that somebody will go, okay, you no longer have dollars, you now have CBDCs, and you had 1,000 here, so that 1,000 automatically transfers into 1,000 here. That's our mind logically. Also, there's talk of a promotion plan where for every dollar they'll give you $1.16 or something like that. So it's kind of conflicting with that general idea that China would say, you spend your money because it's about to all go away. That tells me that the Chinese government's plan will be completely different, where they're like, all that Chinese dollars you got there, all that Chinese money you got there, you might as well go spend it on China's Amazon and get all the stuff you want, because we're just going to give you what we want when this is over with, and all of that will mean nothing, which is scary as shit. So it also makes you wonder too about in order to make a system work like that, now we got to really tighten the tinfoil hat up and get our Orwellian hats mindset locked in, because how does that work for the rich? Have they already determined what their rich people will make? That they'll be giving them as productive citizens? Is there a color code system? Are you an Imperium citizen, or are you a Doldrum citizen? And yeah, let that one set in for a minute. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. And looks like Jeff No Thanks can hear me good. Go out and come back in. Gotcha. It looks like he solved it. All right, so yeah, that's late to the show. What's going on with the banks? The banks in general are shaking in their boots, but I don't really have any data on our banks. I don't think, do I have the market thing back up? Let me see what the market's doing right here. So the NASDAQ is down, it says of 1012. That's an hour ago. Let's go ahead and refresh that page. That's like super low. All right, so the NASDAQ is down 0.01. It's nothing. So everything is fine in the markets. If the banks were having a problem, they would have affected the markets. So how do I begin? Big player rag. How do I begin to prep? I'm new to this and want to start prepping for what's coming. Well, the three pillars of preparedness are water, food, and security. You need to go get yourself some water, or begin to store it in containers. What's up, WV Pappy? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Thanks for all the info. No problem, Dread. What am I? Dreadin. There you go. Once you've got yourself a little bit of water, you need to go to the old local Wally World or whatever place that you peruse for food, and start buying yourself some cans. I always tell people to start with 10 cans of vegetables, 10 cans of meat, and 10 dry staples like. What am I saying? Lost my mind there. Pasta, and rice and beans. And then from there, you'll have 10 meals. And then from there, you can use what I call the 6-can method, where I had like a brain. It's like brain fart. Is that what a conniption looks like? And then from there, you need to use the 6-can method, where every single time you go to the store, you buy 6 cans. And when you have basically like a month's worth of food, then you need to start thinking about taking it up a notch and maybe start canning food. Maybe start looking at growing your own food. And what's up, Roaming Prepper? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see. Then you can go from there. Now, obviously, with the security, that normally has to do with freedom seeds and boom boom sticks that we don't really talk about here on TikTok. But you should definitely know how to do that. If you live in my always recommendation for security is actually simple and cheap. If you live someplace like an apartment building, or if you live in the city, or in a place that just is pretty much communist and not American, then I always recommend the youth baseball bat. They're small, they're light, and they will hurt if you hit somebody with it. And then learn where to hit them. Yes, look for the red zones. Good. Where not to strike somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it'll show you a little picture, and all those little red zones. Well, you're not supposed to do it, but that's where you hit them. Let's see. And then from there, and then obviously, honestly, I would get yourself into a digital preparedness community. If you go to the link in my bio, if you push that little white thing up there, and it'll take you to one link that's in my profile. And then if you scroll down to Discord and click on that, it'll take you like a minute tops. I mean, come on, it's a minute, really. Create yourself a little profile, get inside that little general free chat, and that will get you your foot in the door for community preparedness. And then if you want to go further than that, you get yourself in the inner circle, but that's up to you. Let's see here. Men have the easy target. I don't know what that means, Catitude. What's that mean? What are you guys talking about over here? Cast iron, never had an EMP. Go on YouTube. Men have the easy. I'm going to show that. Catitude says men have the easy target, which is our groins. Got one right by the front door. Gotcha, Marie. Perfect. Let's see here. High Desert Training says, hey, welcome, High Desert Training. I agree. Easiest thing is canned food. Start putting away water and get growing. Seeds are cheap. Exactly. Yes, we caught that, Catitude. We know about what you were talking about. The red zones. Let's see. Sorry, been on the phone. Hope I didn't miss out. 389 tanker. No, because we had already talked about the oil. Apparently, oil is a problem here in the United States, and truckers are being told that normally haul it to, Let's hold off a day or two, man. We'll let you know when there's some oil for you to haul. Let's see here. Let's see. It's not about the zombies coming. It's just about having family be self-sufficient. Gotcha. Let's see here. Seeds are cheap. How do you keep them in storage? Steve, okay, so first of all, seeds will only last about 5 years, tops. What's up, Ozark Sapper? Good to see you, man. Seeds will only last about 5 years, all right? So storing them is actually very, very easy. So how do you do it? You buy them from a reputable company. Do I sell them? Yes, I do. If you go to my Amazon page, okay, and the way you get there is, let me mentally guide you to my Amazon page. You're going to go up here to the link in my bio, boom, and then you're going to go to a button or menu that says My Store. That will take you to my Amazon page, and then you're going to go down to Stuff I Grow or Growing Stuff, and then that will take you to the seed company that I actually use on Amazon. They have seeds in abundance. I use them all the time. My herb garden is going super duper great, even in the cold weather. My sprouts are going crazy. If you guys haven't seen my sprout videos, you need to make sure that you back out of this thing later when we're done and go check out my sprout videos. It's pretty awesome. And here's the thing. I am not an affiliate of the company, but I do sell them on Amazon because they are kick-ass. Let me show you something. All right, so these are my seeds. I just have them sitting over here because I'm stupid and need to put them someplace safe. They are sealed. Okay, they are in a Ziploc. Basically, the Ziploc on this is really good. It's not like an El Cheapo Ziploc bag. They're already fluted on the bottom, so they'll stand if you want to put them someplace. Okay, give me a second, Rufu. 58 seeds. Boom. And so these are open because I tried to plant some, but my cat decided she didn't want me to do that. And pretty much whatever you want is in here. It's broccoli, Waltham 29. What do we got here? We got beet, dark red. I mean, it's just crazy, okay? Then you just put these things in a cool, dark place. No problem. Just seal them right up. Just like that. It's just that easy. And reputable. Every single one I've ever planted has grown. I like the packaging. I like the way that you seal it. If you don't open them, let's say you buy like 2 of them, right? And you plant one this summer, and then now you have that other one to plant another summer, and then you start to rotate these seeds. Now, here's the other thing, too. Why not? Because these are non-GMO seeds, and these are all heirloom seeds as well. The name of the company is Homegrown. You could start getting your own seeds because they're heirloom seeds. Just when the cucumber grows, just take that cucumber and go, and then do what you're supposed to do with the seeds, and you're good, you know? You know, exactly high desert training. That's what we're talking about. Is it possible to grow indoors? Of course it is. It is. All you have to do is get some lights. You know, some things don't like light. You know what I'm saying? It's always easy to grow inside your house. I'm growing all my sprouts in the house right now. Can we grow stuff all year long? Yes, definitely. Squirrel eats everything. Yeah, exactly. But now, someone had a question about the Discord. So go up here, click on that little white thing up there. All right. Hopefully I was pointing at the same thing on your screen. It's going to go to a link that's on it's the description. It takes you to my website. It's going to take you to my profile. Then there's one link on my profile. You click on that. That'll take you to my personal website. And then scroll down until you see the word Discord. You're going to click on that. You're going to create a profile. And that profile will put you right into our free Discord. All right, let's see here. I have somebody on the member side popping in. Let's see. Somebody posted a meme inside the members Discord. Day 67, still no tomatoes. It's a picture of a pot plant. All right, we got Yum Yums. We got some Targets. And you guys have been active this morning. Let's see here. My stores have been low on pasta for a while. Tons of sauce, but very little pasta. Yep, recent, I went to 2 stores and no elbow pasta store brand or name brand. And mind you, we don't have any grocery stores here. Gotcha. Yeah, week question comes up every live. Yes, Miss Melody, the week question comes up every live because it's either somebody who's just very curious or somebody who is just trying to be a jerk. But in this particular case, it worked out. Let's see. Let's eat the squirrel's stardust. I don't know what that means. Hint for all, having trouble getting bees to pollinate, plant sunflowers like a beacon. That's pretty smart. And you're very welcome, Rurufu. Rurufu. All right, let's see. Okay, I need to move off of that, otherwise it'll make me think that you're there all the time, and you're not. Let's see here. I make my own pasta, just a little flour and egg. There you go, Bradley. I like pasta. All right, let's see. What do we got on the ticket now? Biden has a big oil problem. Here's what you need to know about the recent OPEC Plus decision. We're not really going to talk about this, but we are going to use that headline because we were talking about the oil, guys, and it's an issue. It's an issue, and it's going to start affecting us more and more and more and more and more, and we're going to feel it at the pump. I think I told you guys last week, or maybe the week before that. That was last week, because we have dinner with Grandma every Monday. And she showed us her kerosene bill, which was it $678 for 142 gallons. Pretty insane. All right, Ozark says, all right, got to run. Starting to prep for food trailer event this weekend. Thanks for the live. Yeah, no problem, Ozark. We'll talk to you later. Also, for our wheat, if you don't get rain, we will go into year 2 with little to no wheat crop. Yeah, we basically lost 40% of our wheat this year, guys, here in the United States. Globally, they're estimating about 40% of the wheat was lost this year. It's significant, and the problem is it's also systemic, which means that it's going to happen again next year. Obviously, the whole war in Ukraine thing has some effect on it, and then old Putin has decided he doesn't want to sell wheat to anybody. Or if it is bought through the government, it's gone through 3 different countries, and it's going to be more expensive than it needs to be. So, stuff like that. It's going to be a bad time. Let's see. What else we got here? This is just showing you the price of wheat, or no, the price of oil. Let's see what China's got going on here. Let's see, if you guys didn't know this, I actually do sell My Patriot Supply stuff. I honestly believe they have the best food on the market for the lowest values. And technically, if you were to eat nothing but their food, you would only pay $3 per sit-down per person. That's actually cheaper than anything, considering the Big Mac meal at McDonald's is now $10.96. Can we trust the government? Durr! Can we trust the government? Is the sky blue? Is water wet? Yeah. No, of course we can't trust the government, guys. Come on. Let's what about top ramen? I mean, you can. I actually knew this guy who ate nothing but ramen noodles while we were in Okinawa for 6 months. He hated the chow ha, and that was back before we had like Taco Bells and Burger Kings on the bases and stuff. He ate nothing but ramen noodles, and it almost killed him. So they're very high in sodium. I mean, if you use that flavor pack over and over and over, and let's face it, who really knows what's inside those noodles? Yeah. Let's see here. Of course we can. They're truthful and always have our needs in mind. What is everyone's opinion on dehydrated eggs and butter? I thought about buying some. Go and buy some, dude. Right now they're cheap. So inside of our, like I said, inside the Patreon, we all share. Like, if we see something, boom, we tell somebody. But also on the free side too, we have different channels, and one of them is what do we got here? Sales and where we at? Sales and deals inside that part of the Patreon or the Discord. And if we see something that is a sale, we throw it right in there because we never know who's going to need what. It could be anything. And right now, what was it? And also, too, if you guys are not aware of the whole Amazon, where's it at? Come on now, come on. I'm trying to get to it. Amazon is still in the middle of their second Amazon Day of the year. They had only planned to have one. Why they're having a second one, don't know, don't care. But where are we at here? I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Where are we at here? Walmart. Is that Walmart we found that? Is that Walmart? Chopped onions. So Walmart, for Argosy Farms Walmart, butter powder is $32.26. I'm going to go ahead and switch screens real quick because there are things that you don't need to see. Let's go with the Amazon powdered butter. But yeah, you can use, and the thing is it's very functional. Where are we at here? Amazon, 2 pounds. All right, so yeah, you can buy the powdered butter on Amazon right now. I'll actually put a link in the YouTube on the YouTube side because I can't do that on TikTok because TikTok is kind of doing whatever the hell it wants to do. We're gonna do no. That link is ginormous. Let me shrink that down for you. But you can buy powdered butter on Argosy Farms powdered butter. And they have it in stock, so you don't have to wait for delivery times for $19.94. It's a 54% savings. I'm going to take that and make that tiny. Where are we at here? Let's make that smaller. We're going to make that smaller. Text, copy, go. And we're going to do that. We're going to throw, boom, just like that. Let's see. What do we got here? How to get to Discord. We talked about this like 3 times, Ironbug. Go up there and push that. All right, push that white circle. And then there's a link in my profile. If you click that, it goes to my webpage. And then scroll down until you find Discord. Okay? Click on that. You may have to create a profile. I would hope that you would. And then that'll bring you right into it. And then you start looking for the stuff, you know. Let's see. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we actually do. Also, you can butter. You can butter. I want to make butter. Yes, Miss Melody's absolutely right, because I'm pretty sure she's the one that shared the original link with me. It was $17 earlier this week when we had the chance to strike while the iron is hot. Let's see here. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to go over here. What do we got here? Hey, local, how do you get our HDTS emergency stick to that list you were talking about? Well, it has to be a product that I trust, and I've played with. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Everybody, feel free to laugh. I've played with your stick, and I didn't really have a chance to do anything with it. It still sounds bad. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it's in the section of my website called Trusted Products. I don't know much about the product, so go to my website and contact me. Go up there, there it is, and contact me, and we'll talk offline. And then if it's something that I would want to put in there, because seriously, guys, I only put good stuff inside there. I've seen a lot of different websites where it's like, especially with Amazon, people are like, just fill their store with everything. It's like, dude, come on, man, set it up for the people that are like, you guys follow me for a freaking reason. You know what I'm saying? You either think I'm handsome, entertaining, a pain in the ass, or whatever. Okay. But I would think that you follow me because you trust my opinion. So I only put those items that I absolutely trust, either in my website or in the trusted products sections of the website or inside of my Amazon store, because I want that to be set up for preppers. And I look at it, and I even try to manage it so that like it's like you have different variables, like from the least expensive to the most expensive, so that you can actually like not get frickin' ripped off, you know. Let's see. I'll send you a link to an in-depth independent review, and we can get you one. It sounds like a plan, man. Just do that stuff, and we can go from there. Let's see here. Let's see. Just spend the $5,000 and get freeze dried. It's a tangible asset. Good investment. Yeah, I don't think it's that expensive anymore, Window Liquor. But yeah, if you buy like a year's supply of dried food, it's going to cost you through the nose. It doesn't matter who it is. The trick is just buying the good stuff. Let's see. Well, we all just turned into a bunch of 12-year-old boys. I hope not. Dirty minds think alive. Everybody's putting the emojis inside the chat on YouTube. Playing with your boom boom room stick. Let's see. I'm here for the tinfoil hat stuff. Of course you are. With a name like Window Liquor, that's exactly why you're here. Let's see here. Let's see. All the above. You use the bright crayons so we can see what you're coloring for us. I try. I really do. Especially on the website. But I don't know what it is. My highlighter has not been working. But yeah, I like to use the bright colors. They're pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and I need to take 5, guys, because my bladder is like super full. And I will be coming directly back. Maybe probably like 1 minute, something like that. I'm not that old. It doesn't take that long, you know. Let's see here. Don't buy from Amazon. They can take all your stuff in a zombie apocalypse. Read the terms of sale. Yeah, let them try. Colby Cheese. I only own stock and shovels. Let them try. All right, I'm going to push the button. It's supposed to be like for where are we at? I don't have a button. So, but I do have a thing to click. So, give me 1 second, guys. Got the mic back on there. There we go. And let's see. Shake it more than twice. You're playing with it? Absolutely true. It's mine. I can do that. So Amazon is going to come reclaim my cookie making supplies too. I'm feeling lazy today. TikTok was easier. I got you. Easier. You push one button. It's not even a button anymore. Anyway, here we go. Just so you guys know, she's still alive. Let me see if I can get her to come get this. This is one of her favorite things. Oh, come on. You got it. Come on, get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. There you go. Smart girl. There you go. She actually had membership cost. Did you wash your hands? Of course I washed my hands. Come on, man. Let's see. Membership cost. Membership cost for what? The Patreon? It's $3 a month. Not joking. It's $3 a month. Let's see. And what do you get? I could show you, but I'm gonna not bother all the people. Honestly, Jeff O, you guys came over. Oh, thank you, Tanker. Nice. Yeah. Chris Leroy was just trying to catch up these comments. We got the people popped in. I appreciate that, guys. I really do want to build up my YouTube. YouTube takes frickin' forever. I get like three people a day tops that might join, and then 3 people will leave, and whatever, you know. It's Doomsday Podcast is on my YouTube. Nice. Of course, we're friends, so we're good to go. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So for where's it at? What am I looking at here? I've got 5 notifications inside the Patreon right now that I have to do something about. What do we get? Actually, no, I need to click on something else for public. Let's see. So what do you get for your $3 a month? You obviously get the daily posts, articles, and tips from the old local prepper. You get an exclusive live stream and video content, access to the Patreon only chat 24/7, access to the Patreon only voice channel 24/7, email response time within 24 hours. Actually, it's probably inside of an hour, as long as I'm not doing something. Let's see. You also get the digital preparedness kits, which includes the beginning prepper seminar, preparedness assessment, emergency communications guide, evacuation planning, the bug out bag assessment and recommendation, and on and offline prepper library, which is ginormous. If you guys doubt it, oh well, you doubt it. And so that's what you get for your $3. Anywho. Let's get on something here more important than that right there. That's live stream. I have stuff open that I shouldn't have open right now. Let's see here. We're going to close all of that. And we talked about the China issue. And here's the thing. I'm on both YouTube. I'm getting sound on YouTube. I got you. So it should be like, hi. 7. Don't do that. Let's see here. We're worth the $3 alone, Chris Leroy. What do we got here? I didn't know they called you DDP. That sounds like either like a wrestling duel or something we can't speak about here. That's hilarious. Let's see here. Okay, so the big thing is that if you guys don't remember, people are starting to get worried because old China is so the lead of this article. Like I said, I actually, if you guys didn't know this, My Patriot Supply actually writes articles too about different things: Black Swan events, bug out preparedness, community preparedness, emergency medical prep. I mean, the list just goes on. So the article that I plucked out of the old internetosphere. Diamond Dallas Page. I knew it, man. I was like, where? There we go. Let's see here. Let's see why China is more prepared for food shortages than America. It's actually pretty interesting because we weren't paying attention. You remember when they were talking about how China was buying all the corn and all the wheat and all the grain? We're just selling all sorts of crap to China. All of our veggies, they're all getting sold off to China. Yeah, people are like, oh, shit, I remember that. Wow. Rick says YouTube is behind for me about 12 seconds. Yes, YouTube will always be in a delay, bro. I'm transmitting at 30 frames per second. My CPU is barely doing anything, and I'm doing a little over 4,700 kilobits per second, which is just fine. So yeah, YouTube processing is always slower. You also have to remember that YouTube is pushing, and I hate using that term algorithm, but YouTube is also pushing everything that we show and everything that we say through an algorithm that is analyzing it and categorizing it. You can literally be, bloop, you're done if it catches anything that in its algorithm that is not within community standards or guidelines. So it will always be slower. Let's see. That's why when I ask like a poll question or something, I always ask the YouTube people first, and then I'll like verbally do it on the TikTok, because I don't want to be like, if it's really bad that day, what are you doing, cat? You cannot fit under there. Oh my God! Come here! Come here! Come here! There we go. Because they could be 30 seconds to a minute behind. But anyway, so My Patriot Supply, best food company in the world. Let's see. The Chinese have been storing food for over a year now. Let's see. What is China doing to be food self-sufficient? They've increased their food production. The growing demand for food initial forced China to increase food production. However, in recent years, domestic food production has increased even more. They're boosting agricultural research and development. They're studying seed modernization. So yeah, it is a thing. It is a thing. Let's see here. What do we got? They've been stockpiling food. Starting in 1990, China began stockpiling grain, and they've continued to do so according to the upheaval, stockpiling rapidly by the end of the year 2022, which is 20% of the world's population is projected to have accumulated, stashed away some 65% of the world's corn and 53% of the world's wheat. Isn't that special? What do we got here? Buying food manufacturing plants in the United States. Isn't that neat? Wow, what a fun fact. Multiple Chinese-based companies have acquired food companies in the United States. We got, according to the Ag Web Farm Journal, in 2013, Shenandoah International purchased the U.S.-based Smithfield Foods. Isn't that neat? Wow. At the time of the sale, Smithfield had 25 U.S. plants, 460 farms, and contracts with 2,100 producers in 12 states. Well, I guess we need to scroll up to find out how bad things really are. In 2014, China National Cereals, Oils, and Foodstuffs Corporations, COFCO, bought two major agricultural trading companies, Noble Agri and Nadira. In 2017, ChemChina paid almost $46 billion for the acquisition of Syngenta, giving the CCP, that's the Chinese people, above board access to transgenic seeds and crop protection. And then we all know about the buying up U.S. farmland, stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to know that they just bought all of our damn Smithfields. I had no idea. We have Tyson here on the Eastern Shore. Why China is focusing on food insecurity? Well, because it's smart. Why is it so important? Several reasons. First, China has experienced significant population growth. As a result, they need more food to feed their booming population. Okay, that's smart. Second, China has suffered famine before. If you guys didn't know this, they lost a handful of billion of people to their whole policy of, they killed as many people as the Russians did in the I think it was like the teens or the 20s. Let's see. As a result, they need more food. Chinese died due to hunger. 1950s. Finally, they want to make sure they control the food. If you control the food, you control the people. President Xi was quoted as saying, the food of the Chinese people must be made by and remain in the hands of the Chinese. If China is forced to depend on other countries for food to survive, they will not be in control, and that's what they want. The president highlighted food security as a major issue, calling it one that the nation cannot afford to be complacent about. Yeah. China. Food. You guys must be really enjoying my Dr. Evil moment over here, huh? Because you haven't said a word since I picked this cat up and started rubbing her. That is some funny stuff. How China's food security plan hurt America. It's not good. According to the U.S.-China Economic Security Review Commission, these efforts present several risks to the U.S. economy and national security. For example, Chinese companies' acquisition of hog herds in the United States may have China money and enhanced its domestic capacity. However, this could also reduce China's need for U.S. source production and redistributes the environmental effects of hog waste to U.S. communities. Isn't that fun? That's super duper. What do you think of that, Prepper Cat? Yay! Oh my God. Oh my God. So the Chinese got us over a barrel with food, guys. Did you figure that one out? Did you figure that one out? Just waiting you to start asking for $1 million. I don't know how to do it. Is it like this? $1 million. And I think it's like that. $1 million. Let's see. Put the pinky. It's like, I thought it was like this. Is it like this? No, it's like this. I think that's it. They got us over a barrel, man. I think preppers are freaking out mainly now because there's so many things just throat punching us every day. And we just got to be ready. That's all we can do, you know? Let's see. Joshman asks, what are your thoughts with the uptick in Yellowstone? Josh, I really haven't heard a lot about Yellowstone in a couple of weeks. Honestly, I haven't really been paying a lot of attention. It doesn't really have a huge effect on me as far as the way as I live. It could be a problem. The prevailing winds normally do come from that direction of the world or of the country. But I don't know, man. I just don't. What are you doing, Penny? Penny. Oh, you got a bone. Okay, I forgot I gave her a bone. She just like had her head frozen in one direction when I said her name. I don't really have any thoughts on Yellowstone. It is what it is. It's something that could happen. It's like any other thing we prepare for. It's something that could happen. I think maybe not live there. That's probably a great idea. I think it's maybe a bad time to be a park ranger, maybe. I think that's about it, you know. If you can't pee off your porch, your neighbors are too close. That's true. That's true. What else we got on here? You know what? Let me click on the open forum button. Burp. Now it's an open forum. What do you guys want to talk about? Hit me up. We got 14 minutes until I gotta go. So whatever it is, start typing. I guess she's waiting. She's waiting for you to type. Are you combing my beard? If Yellowstone goes, I'd rather be right next to it as opposed to living the hundreds of miles away. Yeah, that's true, Covey. That's true. Bradley says, I pee off the porch either way. Dog and Ball's like, oh my God, Prepper Cat. Prepper Cat. This cat loves me. I don't know why. But she loves me. What's up, BK? Good to see you. BK is one of our brand new Patreons. It's your tail. This is your... Oh! That was a mistake. That's never happened before. Wow. Damn, I can't tell, but it looks like she got me. Yeah, she's cool until she did that. That's never happened before. Kitty, kitty. I have to throw some Neosporin on that here in a second. She got it all right. She got my attention. Let's see here. Let's go back to the chat. We'll just let that coagulate. This animals can sense different energy. Well, I mean, the only energy she was getting there was her belly rub. Now she's, oddly enough, laying by the dog. Anyway. Best alternative heating source in winter without my boiler. Okay, I'm glad you said that, because that was actually our prepper. Did she get me in the nose? That little wench got me in the nose. I like putting a piece of tape on my cat's tail. She's never done that before me, Jeff. She's never done that before, ever. She knows the rule, no claws. I let her chew on me and everything, but no claws. Wow, it's really, I think I need to break contact, guys, and go do something about this. I guess she put a gash in my nose that has decided that it's time to do something. I may have got control of it. We'll see in a second. Going after the beard. Our cat bites toes. It's weird. Yeah, she loves my beard. She'll, snuggle in it. She'll do all sorts of stuff. It's time for her to eat. That cat gets more food than anything else. That's insane. I think I might have got it to stop. We'll see. I can just see a little red dot growing on the inside, on the inner part of my nose. We'll give it a shot. Let's see. Miss Melody says, Prepper Cat woke up and chose violence today. Hey, what's up, Latin Stallion? Good to go, man. Good to see you. I mean, I only have 10 minutes left, and I may base that. You just missed the cat attack. So now she's over there in the corner, I got you, man. I got you, licking her stuff. P.S. Don't piss your cat off. I didn't piss her. I didn't do anything to that cat. I was loving her the whole time. I still feel so used. I do need to get one of those. So BK brings up an awesome product that a lot of people don't have in their boo-boo kits. It's called a septic stick, or some people call it a septi-stick. You could still buy them, and you literally, if you're bleeding, I wouldn't say it works on, hardcore bleeds, but cuts, pokes, pretty much this type of thing. You could literally take it and, jam the point right into whatever the cut was, and it seals it. It's not chemical or anything. It forces your the cell, or not the cells, but the tissue around the wound to contract and close. It's great for shaving cuts. That's what it's really designed for. I would definitely look it up, see if you can find it. It's called a septi-stick or septic stick, but it'll turn a bleed off just like that. Impromptu first aid class. Laughed out loud. Yes. Yes, capillaries. It will close your capillaries in a heartbeat. Great for dog nails. Yep. I've never used it on a dog nail before, but I would think that it would. The cat is plotting with the dog now. I'm not sure if I got any more blood on my face. I think that one that was on my nose is the worst one. Let's see. You need to get the stuff we use on the cows. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Do you use that stuff on? It's a powder. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've got some of that, but I don't know if that would work on these little cuts like this. It's actually, you're talking about that blue stuff, Melody. Are you talking about the blue powder? You go poof poof and it closes shit up. I got all these little slits where she didn't just poke me. She's like, "Meow." Where are we at here? Little bitch. Damn, I can't believe she did that to me. Never once has she ever done that to me. Takedowns. TikTok's going to take your video down for gore. You have a blood spot on your beard on the other cheek. I gotcha. Liquid Band-Aid, that stuff is great. It's white, but yeah, the blue works great. Gotcha. Yeah, we got the blue for her for Penny's wounds that are on her leg because she won't stop chewing on herself. I like the cat. I'll take that cat in Doomsday. The powder is yellow. Well, I mean, I'm running out of time here, guys. So I think I'm just going to call it, be honest with you, because I really do need to get cleaned up. Maybe give it some washout, and because they do use kitty litter boxes, stuff like that, which is super awesome. And we've only got 7 minutes left, so it's not like I'm going to jip you, yogurt for your dog. All right, Bradley, we will talk to you later. You're bleeding out. I know, it's awful. It's awful. Okay, so let's see. To my brand new Patreons who signed up, after I get this under control, I will get you guys all of your the stuff that's part of the Patreon setup. Go to Discord, get yourself a Discord account, message me. That way I can get you into the members area easier. A lot of times people join the Patreon and they never get into the members Discord because it's like, oh, this is great. They have fun inside of the free Discord, and they never join the members Discord. I'm like, dude, this is your stuff. You should be in here, So, all right, let's see here. I think we're okay. See y'all in Discord. That's Chris Leroy. Go clean those battle wounds, my kitty out. And Chris, we'll talk to you later. All right, guys. YouTube, I think I'm going to go ahead and push that button and for the outro. And we will see you guys on the inside.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.